What's up, creepers? And Geekers Chris, the Retro Creep. How's everyone doing today? That is fucking hard to say. That is really hard for me to say. Where are my damn glasses? I'm running a little bit late today. I still have part of my lunch at the table here. Some crinkle cut french fries. I heated up a chicken breast I had cooked the other day in the oven. Some barbecue sauce and some cheddar cheese. And put it on a bulky roll, and it was super yummy. It satisfied my hunger. Now I got some crinkle fries, and you have to watch my mush mouth eat. Oh. But that's okay. Something triggered my creep detection code. What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Richie? Violation Entertainment. Thanks for popping in, guys. Still not feeling the best. And I do have my Vicks Vapor thing, as you guys are looking at we'll begin again here in a second. I put a new fucking cartridge in it, and the house is starting to smell like Vicks again. And hopefully it'll help me out throughout the stream. Especially if we have some good chats like we did yesterday. What a fucking fantastic live stream that was. If you weren't part of that live stream yesterday, I would suggest watching it. I normally don't care. People will go back to watch these things after the fact. But I would suggest it. There was a lot of really good conversations. We spoke about the sprint. We spoke about the change going on here at the channel. We looked at the comments as of that moment, of course, on my, I guess you would call it the eulogy video to the Atari Creep. The official, we're all down with that fucking stupid shit. But it was a really good chat. I mean, we talked about a few other things as well. But I would genuinely highly recommend it. Oh my God, what's going on here? Holy fuck. Did you just donate 10 more, dude? Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Violation Entertainment just sent out 10 more subscriptions. Let's see. Pierre, J-Rob. I haven't seen J-Rob in a long time. Cousin Dave, I hate that it's the at names, you know, I guess you would call that the avatar. Oh my God. DJC stream was off the hook last night. That dude got fucking lit up. Between his fucking Crown Royals, fucking slamming beers, and Canadian Zangief. Oh, okay, no, all right, Violation, come on, buddy, slow down. You don't have to keep throwing money at me like that, man. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you, dude. I really fucking appreciate that. Now, let me ask you something. Does it just randomly pick people when you do that? Violation Entertainment. Fucking throwing down 20 Creep Collective subscriptions or joined or whatever the fuck it's called. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I'm seeing names on here I have not seen in forever. Bears fan, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? But yeah, DJC stream last night. I didn't know he was down with the THC, man. That's pretty cool. I mean, I use cannabis. I mainly use it a very specific strain of sativa that helps with PTSD symptoms during the day and anxiety shit. But there's a really good indica, and I can't remember what terpenes it has in it that's really good for like the nighttime, because when my PTSD fucking shows its head, it's usually when I'm asleep and I wake up fucking, you know what I mean? My ex-wife has been hit once or twice because of it. I've woken up and been like, motherfucker. So she'd learned that if she had to wake me up quickly for something, if there was like an emergency or something, that she had to do it and then back out, because I'm coming full swing, because some of my childhood trauma happened by being woken up in a certain violent way by a certain individual that shared a room with me. So, fuck him. I hope he stubs his toe today, and it hurts really bad. Let's see. Too bad I cannot receive gift memberships. How come, buddy? Do you have like a setting that says don't fucking let me get those damn things? But Violation, I really appreciate you, man. You're good people, even without this nonsense. But man, the Great Gonzo, there's a lot of names here. I haven't seen in a long time. I don't even know if they even still watch. Or if they're even alive in some cases. Like J-Rob. I haven't seen J-Rob in a while. I actually go over to their channel and see what's going on with them. He was part of that, if I remember correctly, like that J-Love and Linda the Gamer Gal group. But I've tried to figure it out, but no luck. No shit, dude. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, I guess research it and look into it. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know what that means. But violation, thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Genuinely. Give me a second here to get some more liquid in my throat. So I feel like I need some redemption. We played a couple of streams ago. We played Phoenix because I've been watching a lot of cats play it on the Intellivision. That I don't know if it's new or not, but there's a homebrew out there for it, and it looks amazing. And as a matter of fact, I believe the Intellivision Gamer and Chuck and maybe a group of others have been having a friendly contest, a high score challenge, if you will, I suppose. And I'll get the ROM here eventually. It's just I got to get through Christmas and all that, and I got a bunch of stuff for sale out there that I don't think anyone's really trying to buy, like a lot of my Necronomicons and like the little mini ones that I showed in the stream, I believe, yesterday. I just listed a He-Man Power Sword that kind of came apart, but came apart cleanly. I really don't feel like building it unless someone wants to commission it. So I put it out there as a kit, just as a kit, and left it at that. And maybe someone will pick it up, maybe they won't. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of my stuff here that I just need to get out of the house, and I'm willing to toss at, like, any small amount. So I don't care. Yeah, I researched it and tried all the settings, but nope. Interesting. Now, let me ask you a question. Not that I'm asking you to do it, Bears fan, but are you still allowed to voluntarily join people's stuff? Again, not saying do it. There's other channels that deserve it probably a gajillion times more than I ever fucking will. But does it prevent you from actually just doing it voluntarily, clicking on the button? Because if that's the case too, then there's something fucked up. And what sucks is Google's never any fucking help, right? Google, you try to get a hold of them. I remember I got a copyright strike on something that I made. And okay, you can. All right, you just can't receive the gift ones. Interesting. I wonder if it has something to do with, I know my wallet is through Google itself, not necessarily through, YouTube or whatever. And it applies to everything I do as far as, like, online through that. Like, if I did a gift membership or a super chat, it would come out of that. But it's also for other things, for, like, apps and stuff like that. I wonder if there's a thing there saying no, because I don't know if it, when you're gifted one the next month, I don't know if it just says, hey, look, you were gifted this membership. Do you want to continue it? Or if it automatically does it. Because if it automatically does it, then that's not a purchase that you volunteered for. So it could be a setting in there. I honestly don't know. I'm just kind of, as they say, riffing on ideas. But, yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'm not even in the mood to fucking play games. I hope we have a good fucking chat like we did yesterday. But regardless, the thumbnail says we're playing games. So let me pull fucking Phoenix up. Let me pull up the Phoenix. There's the Phoenix. You can receive them at Bears, but the algorithm decides who it wants to get. Oh! Okay. I don't know if that's the problem that he's specifically talking about. Because whenever someone, Intellivision Gamer will do that a lot on other channels, I've yet to receive a fucking gift too. But I was also members of a lot of people's channels. Because I have no income right now, I took it away. I declined the next couple of months. I had one for Chuck. I had one for Bacon Ice Cream. I definitely want one for Intellivision Gamer. I'm pretty sure I had one for Papa Pete. Wait, does he have a membership thing? I don't know. Either way, there was like 4 or 5 years out there that I had memberships for. And at the time, that was all I could afford, too. But, yeah, I don't know, Bear. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. Why is my controller not responding? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you going to play this fucking game about which fucking USB port you're in? You fucking needless fucking cunt. I fucking hate this computer sometimes. Oh, now you'll do it. Now you'll do the thing, right? Oh shit, hold on. Sorry about that. I hope I didn't just fucking blast somebody out of hold on, let me fix this. Fuck, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Alright, let me take these off for I'm starting over. But we're gonna redeem ourselves with Phoenix. I did very poorly last time we fucking played. But it's also been a long time since I've really jammed on this game. But because I've been watching like DJC and the Intellivision Gamer fucking playing it on the Intellivision, I said, you know what, let's play it. And then I did it really poorly. I'm not sitting here saying I'm a fucking Phoenix master. I'm more like the ass master, you know? Ass master blaster with the fucking plan. Oh shit, I didn't mean to. Stop pooping on me, birds! You fucking birds! Fuck your face. So I hope everyone's holidays are going off pretty well. If you celebrate Hanukkah and all that stuff, I believe that was in full swing recently. I'm not very familiar with a lot of the practices and everything, but I do remember seeing some Hanukkah posts, so hope everyone's doing the menorah thing, and I don't know. I mean no disrespect, you guys know that. Hope you're all getting ready for the silly season to really kick in with the whole Christmas stuff and whatever else happens. I moved out of the way, sir. I don't believe you got me fair. There is no fairness to that. Whee! Blammo! Your face. I got him right in his stupid little alien face. Go back to planet fuck nuts. You stupid Phoenix. I lived in Phoenix. Actually, I never lived in Phoenix proper. Actually, yes, I did. 57th and 47th and Bethany Home, I believe, was Phoenix. Or was that Glendale? I don't know. All I know is it was a fucking horrible area. Fucking, what the fuck? It was a fucking horrible area. Like fucking, I remember once I was outside having a fucking smoke and I heard this fucking chick screaming. What happened was a group of dudes fucking got her in the car and they all fucking had their way with her while beating the snot out of her and then just dropped her on the fucking street naked and bloody, ready to die. I felt so horrible for the kid. I say kid, she was probably in her fucking 30s, but it's fucking crazy. There was a money-making fucking machine in one of the apartments, and the maintenance guy found it, right? So he told the manager, the building manager, and the manager reported it to the FBI, and I guess the FBI gives you like $100,000 reward for something like that, for reporting that. And rather than give the fucking maintenance guy any of it, never mind the whole thing, she fucking kept it for herself. So we all fucking went ballistic on her. We fucking went ballistic on her. Nobody was nice to her until she fucking quit. And then we were extra fucking not nice to her. Fucking cunt. Can't believe that. They gave her 100 fucking grand. And it wasn't even her who fucking discovered it. You know? Maintenance guy probably could have used it better than her. I don't know. I see the chat going. I'll get to it here when this game's over. Oh, that fucking dude's... That's what you get for being aggressive with me. But then I got fucking dead, right? I got dead. All right, let's see. Let's go back. Yeah, I researched it. We talked about that. You can receive them, but the algorithm decides who gets it. Okay, yeah, we know that. We know that. Oh, this game. Oh, I have this game. Hey, what's up, Howard? Thanks for coming in, Bear. I got one for DJC. It's all good. I'll keep watching. You know, yeah, dude, I don't even care either way. It's nice, but it's just there to be there, you know? Potion, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the Creep Collective. Now, are you one of the guys who got gifted, or are you voluntarily? Because that's all going to depend on how I treat you. I'm just fucking kidding. That was fucked up. I hope you don't feel any pressure to do members-only stuff. I don't think your fans really need much. After all, it unlocks this. I love that picture, man. That picture's in my phone. I use that all the time when someone on Facebook says something fucking completely stupid. Or if I just want to piss off a feminazi. Oh, man. How you doing, Howard? Member power! But, yeah, don't ever feel fucking pressured to give me shit. Ever. I'm going to do this whether you do or not. And I don't rely on this for anything but, believe it or not, just escaping the fucking horrors of this fucked up planet. I come in here and have amazing conversations with you cats. And we get to play some games and maybe learn a fucking thing or 12, you know? Oh, man. It's cool having different perspectives, you know? Even if I don't agree with it, even if you fucking piss me off. Like, there's this one dude on my other channel. I'm going to respond to him later. I did a video about being grateful. A buddy of mine gifted me an inexpensive, but still a guitar. That's fucking really cool. And, shit. And the guy, all he commented was kind of dumb. So I said, what's dumb? Being grateful? What the fuck? Are you an asshole? And he just laughed. So I want to go back in and be like, no, why don't you be a fucking man for once in your life? You said it. I asked. Man up to it, or I got a couple of fucking skirts here that might fit you. Because I'm so tired of fucking dudes being little girls on the internet. I mean, I have been for a long time, and we've talked about it so many times, but... It's like grown-ass fucking dudes behave like that. And it fucking bothers me. They'll just come in with some quick little, you know, without any context. Just a little insult or whatever. And then when you question it, they act like little fucking girls about it. And it's just like, where the fuck did masculinity go? I'm not talking about toxic masculinity. I'm talking about being a fucking man. You know, the internet's made people real fucking brave. And I really wish there was fucking some kind of recourse for shit like that besides, you know, belittling him. And belittle him I will. Because, and it's not the comment that bothered me, I really wanted to know what was fucking lame. Or what was dumb, or whatever the comment was. Was it that I was grateful? Is it the guitar? The context of the video itself? The production of it? You know, if you're going to be a little cunt and just come in and say a couple words like that and not have any, you know, then I got nothing nice for you. In fact, I hope they stub their toe as well. My brother and him. I'm going to be like, little girl. You know, the comment doesn't bother me. It's the lack of context, the lack of manning up when asked about it. Nah. There are no fucking men in this world anymore. People are being raised to be weak. And I'm not saying that everyone has to be like a tough guy or anything like that, but because I knew plenty of guys that weren't tough guys, but they weren't little bitches either, you know? Maybe it's about principle. Maybe that's what it is. It's more about principle than anything. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Come on, fucko. Stop zigging when I need you to zag. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to move over. Motherfucker. That kind of ruins my plans now, doesn't it? That is what it is, you know. He'll probably never come back. I'm fine with that. Fuck! Fuck! Alright, well, at least I can do this now. I thought he was going to dive in. I thought the Decepticon logo was going to come get me. Like a man. Oh, shit. I knew better than to do that. That was just a poor move, man. I'm telling you, I need redemption. Oh, shit. You know what my problem is, honestly? A game like this, you can't look at the baddies. You have to look at about halfway between you and them. And it's about just shooting somewhat precisely, but avoiding more than actually offense. So it's like mostly defense. Because if you look up in the sky at the little fucking dudes, there's going to be a rain of fucking bird poops coming at you. And you're not going to be able to defend yourself against them because you're not even going to know they're coming. I mean, you know they're there, but you can't calculate it. So, I need to stop. Shit. I need to stop doing that. He's getting aggressive with it. Fuck. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I got dead. I died. Howard says, thanks again for the controller, Creep. Works great with the pie, dude. Right on, man. Did I send you a controller? Did I send you a controller? Oh my God, dude, my memory is so horrible. Refresh my memory, dude. God damn, I feel awful. The controller. What controller did I send out? Refresh my memory, man. Jesus Christ, I feel like a fucking idiot. I enjoy your stuff, so I figured support the art I enjoy. Plus, you're a rad dude. Potion, man, I really appreciate that, dude. I really do. I appreciate that more than the membership and any, like super chats or any of that crap. I really do. I appreciate the kind words more than anything. There's sometimes where we really need it. Yeah, man. I learned about Mrs. Voorhees' hair knuckles from you. Oh, right on, man. Yeah. When it's actually a guy named Tasso, which was Tom Savini's assistant for the longest time. He's in like every movie Tom Savini has ever worked on, pretty much. But mainly like the Dead flicks and Friday the 13th. He was wearing like this torso, and it was his hands going up. And I remember as a kid being like, "Fucking Mrs. Voorhees is a hairy little girl. What the fuck?" Did someone talk smack about your guitar video? Oh, I don't care about that. It was more about the whole just kind of dumb. It's like, does anyone fucking have critical thinking anymore? Can anyone just be like, if you want to tell me my video's dumb, awesome, because that's going to help me. But don't just fucking leave it as some little cunt response like that. That's like my fourth cunt. No more monetization. Say, kind of dumb. I think that guitar is stupid. It's a waste of money. Or kind of dumb. Your video wasn't very, whatever. Whatever the reason you want to say kind of dumb. If you don't put a response like that, I just have to assume that you're just an uppity little douche. Sorry I missed that. Don't worry about it. That you did. It was an Alzheimer's controller. I'm actually getting nervous. I don't remember that to save my life, Howard. An Alzheimer's controller. Oh my gosh, send me a picture of it on Facebook right now. Please. If you're able, if you're not at work or something. Oh my God, I'm going to have to talk to my doctor. You know, I had this little thing, and I think we spoke about this yesterday, where my lady wanted to tap into my CVS stuff so she can keep an eye on my medication for me. You know, when I have refills and stuff, because she likes to she goes into town all the time, so she'll pick it up and everything. And I was saying to myself, I wonder if I do have Alzheimer's. And it's like, I just don't know. And that's why she's doing things like that, but not telling me why. And I even brought that up to her. And she laughed at me. She reassured me, no, I don't think you have the Alzheimer's yet. My memory issues are from fucking violence. Mainly a situation from when I was working as a guard. I mean, I got hit a lot as a kid, and I fought a lot as a kid, too. So my head has been fucking... My brain has been rattled a fucking few times. Quite a few times growing up. And as an adult, I got a pipe on the side of the head once. That fucking hurt, like, a lot. And you got my knees, too. Cocksucker. All because I was walking through the wrong park. I was the wrong shade of color. It is what it is, you know? So I fucking forget things. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about the arcade stick, right? The fucking USB/PS2 arcade stick, right? All right, I think I remember now. It's been a little while. That's probably why I don't remember it so well. I don't understand, man. I when I play with the joystick, that move never fails. Never fails. All right, come on. Let's get it. Fuck, I hate when I do that. All right, we're just going to have to... I don't care. I'll Iron Maiden that shit. He's dead, dude. You take my life, but I'll take yours too. I'm telling you guys, I better fucking start getting good at this again. When I was a kid, man, even as a young adult, playing like with the IO high school squad within the last at least decade, I've been able to get like close to 6 figures in this, if not a little bit more. I don't know, man. I'm noticing as I get older, it's a little harder for me to play these fucking games. I was trying to play some NES games on here, and it just, I don't know. I want to get back into Star Tropics. That's a game I never fucking finished, and it's always bothered me. It's always bothered me. Oh. He's wiggling! Aw, come on. Come give me a kiss. Come give me a kiss. Yeah, boy. Again, I'm still not feeling well, so I sound like my balls haven't dropped. Oh, shit. Oh, I was about to say, man, I almost died there. Guess what? I got dieted. I fucking dieted. Oh, you suck. All right, you know what? We'll play a different game here in a few minutes. Star Fox is a classic. Absolutely. What's up, Emma? Thanks for popping in. It was a big hunking controller. Yeah, perfect for playing Neo. Okay, on the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I remembered. Now. I remembered. I'm glad it works well. I have one myself, just not painted. I was able to get that one. I can't remember if it was at like a thrift store or if somebody locally was giving one away. Because I wanted to have a matching one for the one I own. And then I said, you know what? Nah. I got an extra decal for the Alzheimer's Association. I'm going to make a giveaway. That was for last year. It's been over a year now, huh? So that's pretty cool. But yeah, Emma, thanks for popping in. Violation says, I've got extremely bad memory from teenage substance but the memory is usually not gone. It's just blurry under. Yeah. Algebra and trigonometry just gets delayed. Absolutely. Thanks for popping in. That's what she said. Absolutely. Although I don't usually get thanked. I usually get crying afterwards. I don't know. It is what it is. They see this big tough guy and they think I'm going to fucking be a fucking madman. Oh, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to try to make bad sex jokes. I'm not really good at it. I am ungood at it. Boop. Oh, your sister took it right to her face. What the fuck, you? That's right, I did that. Now I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed now. Alright, let's get these birdies. No, that was dumb. Sometimes I hit that by accident. It's easy to do that when you're playing with a traditional joystick. So easy to do that. I can't tell you how many games I've been fucked because of it. Yeah. Oh, I only got the wing. How are you flying with one wing, Blue? Poo-poo Blue. Oh, come on, no. I'm so bad at this now. You know what? Off screen, I'm gonna fucking practice. I gotta make you guys proud of me. Be proud of me. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, like that? You like that too? Your mom called. She said, "You're fucking dead." You know what? The only time I ever got the whole "your mom called" is I was sitting in this restaurant that we used to have around here called Friendly's. And we used to go there, just smoke butts and drink coffee all night and just hang out. And then one day, the manager, this guy named Ken, comes up to me and says, "Your mom and I just fucking talked." I'm thinking to myself, what? And he's like, "Yeah." And he threw an apron at me. He says, "I want you here tomorrow after school. You're going to start working." I didn't mean to hit that fucking shield. How am I this bad? How? Come on in, buddy. I thought he was going to dive. But, fuck. Take that. Take that, Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, it's going to do this trick now. Where the fucking music's gone. Fucking emulation. You know, I got the stupid Retron 77. I can hook that up to this and play proper, you know? I mean, I got this game. It's not like I don't have Phoenix. Well, what difficulty am I on? Okay. Wait, what? Now there's music? If you call it music. Right, I'm going to start this over. There we go. All right. But yeah, going back to what Richie Skulls was saying, DJC's fucking stream last night was so fucking fun. I felt awful having to leave. You know, I just, you know, and I've said this to him privately. I'm glad he's not doing that anymore. because fuck that. I've seen too many people's lives destroyed by substances, you know? And I'm not against people having a fucking beer at 12, you know? I mean, there was a day where I would fucking get all kinds of lit up. Especially when I was in bands and shit. Oh my God, I drank a lot. A lot. I never caught the bug, though, you know? Most of my family has the fucking bug. Luckily for me, it never stuck with me. I do have addictive behavior, but thank God, again, it never really happened with substances. And I thank the Lord for that all the time, because my asshole brothers and, you know, my father was, although my father was a different fucking case. Before I was born, he was an angry drunk. I don't think he was very violent with anybody. I don't think he was physically, but he was just like, from all accounts, a fucked up person. Like, they would have guests, and he would just be like, fuck this, and just go to bed, like, right in the middle of fucking, you know? Right in the middle of them visiting. And my poor mom would have to fucking be like, you know? But then they separated. And after, I think, like a year or two, maybe even 2 years, he said to my mom, he's like, can I come back home? And she's like, if you know, get rid of the shit. And he did, just like that. According to both my mom and my dad, he just stopped. He would stop smoking cigarettes. And that's where I came from. I was a reunited kind of a situation. And my brothers and my sister got a completely different father than I did when they were growing up. They were just about teens when I was born. You know, I got this wicked, sweet, wonderful human being. They unfortunately got this fucking mean drunk. And I feel for them. I really do. And I think a lot of what happened growing up was because of that. Because my dad did treat me differently. I was the youngest, you know? You know how that goes. But I never got caught with the substance bug, thank Christ. But I care for DJC a lot. He's a good dude. He's a fucking, his heart is bigger than fucking most people's. And I'd hate to see him hurt himself, you know? I don't mind watching him fucking drink because he's a funny prick, but when people are throwing $50 super chats one after another, commanding him to fucking drink, like double shots and all kinds of stuff, it's like, all right, can the kid fucking, can he survive the stream, please? Can he fucking survive the stream? One dude was like, here's $6, get some clean water. You know, just drink some water. And if I had had a few bucks to throw in a super chat, I would have too. I would have done the same thing. I would have put a nice amount there. I mean, I'm lucky if I got $8 in my account right now after everything was paid. But I care for the dude, and I hate to see him hurt himself. You know, over something as stupid as a fucking YouTube channel. Really good dude. Fuck! That was not cool, man. Gee whiz. But, I don't even know why we were talking about drinking. Oh, because of his stream. Because of his stream. But, yeah, last night's fucking stream was awesome. A lot of really fun stuff. It took him a while to get into the games. We were just having such a good time. I love watching his streams. I like watching a lot of streams, you know? And what's great about it is even though, like you got I call them the big three. The big three in television guys. You got Papa Pete, you got Chuck, and of course, Casey, the Intellivision gamer. And all three of them pretty much have the same content, game-wise, right? Especially when homebrews come out. But they're so different in their you know. So I go to Chuck for the wackiness. I go to the Intelligent Gamer for the information and everything. And I go to Papa Pete just because of the passion he has for the system, you know? They have the same fucking content, but it's like... It's the variety of it, you know? It's fucking wonderful. I mean, there's other channels, of course, too, you know? But let's see. All right. Star Fox is a classic. We already saw that. Thanks for popping in. Dirty stuff. Already proud of you. Oh, thank you, Emma. That means a lot to hear, you know? Violation says, you got some rough button binding. I saw that difficult message again. Oh, really? I went off the herb a couple of weeks ago. Hitting literally all this year. No big deal. Simply can't be compared to drinking. Not even close. Broccoli. Now, is it legal down under there, my friend? And please let me know. If saying down under pisses off cats from Australia, I'm a dumb fucking American, all right? I'm a fat Irish toothless fucking idiot from Boston. So I'm gonna say shit like I won't talk about shrimping on the bobby and all that crap. I won't be that cliche, but is it legal down there, or is it kind of like here in the States where like in Mass it's legal, some states it's legal but only for medical card holders, you know, stuff like that. It really is up to each individual state to govern their laws and stuff, you know, with the exception of course with federal crap. But this game proves you can't be friends with aliens. I know, right? I would try still, though. I really would. In fact, I would want to be friends with aliens for a couple of reasons. I'd like to learn technology that they have. And I don't know. I mean, I'm done with Earth chicks. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my lady. But if that doesn't work out, I mean, after 10 years we've been together, I'd like to try an interspecies, interstellar erotica, not interspecies. I'm not into animals. Although you should see some of the chicks I dated back in the late 90s. They were filthy animals. Just kidding. DJC has some real enthusiasm for the Intelli. Yeah, I know. I got to hang out with him at the Boston event, and it was funny because at first it was like this weird separation of you know what? Let's get away from the game. Let's go into a chat mode. I guess I'm in the mood for that. And if you watch my stuff, I walk up on him, Panda Sub, and Saggy Melons, and they all three had this look on their face like, oh, here comes this fucking guy. I swear to God, he says no, but as a corrections officer, I learned how to read body language, and of course, words are very important. Not how necessarily, but what words are used in context. I'm actually trained in that, oddly enough. I know it's a weird thing to be trained in, but especially with like body language. I walk up, I'm like, who are these morose fucks or whatever it was, and they just, all three had this look on their face. But then I got to play Astro Smash on the Amico with Chuck, and we had such a great time. And then we moved on to the second place, and it went less Amico, more family hanging out. And we didn't get to know each other, but we got to hang out and really, you know, vibe with the personalities. And ever since then, man, Chuck has just been one of those dudes. I mean, everybody was rad, but Chuck's just been one of those dudes that I care about as an internet friend anyway, you know. Him, Richard Haywood, and a couple of others. I got to hang out with Richard at Symphony Hall when we went to go see Video Games Live. Paid for our own ticket, so don't think anything shenanigans was going there. It just so happened that Chuck was sitting behind, I'm not Chuck, that Richard Haywood was sitting pretty damn close to us, like right behind us. Whereas DJC and a couple other cats got like floor seats around tables and stuff. I don't care. I like seeing the whole picture when it comes to like concerts like that. That was such a fun night too. I guess they went off and did their own thing afterwards, but we had to get home. We had the kids at home that we needed to rescue from, I believe, their grandmother, who's an angry asshole, but that's a story for another time. But yeah. Yeah, I know. So it's not legal down there at all, huh? Oh, you're a fucking criminal. They're gonna feed you to the gators. Or do they just make you fight a fucking... I, for the longest time, wanted to box a kangaroo. But there's just something about that sitting on their tail and just bucking you with their legs that I just couldn't sit well with. But, and not hurt them. I love animals. I don't want to hurt any animals. But I used to watch those boxing videos of fucking kangaroos. And of course, there's always that one famous one where a dude goes to rescue his dog and he just punches the thing. He doesn't even give it a second to think. He just walks up to it and says, crack! And the kangaroo just looked at him like, nah, fuck this. And it just left. Kangaroos are awesome, man. I fucking love kangaroos. Speaking of which, they played Kangaroo last night. Brian Mancave's new game. Washington is legal, too, for the doobage. You can write whatever you want in there, buddy. I don't think I have any restrictions. If you want to put fucking weed, by all means, put weed, cannabis, whatever. The sticky icky. What is it? What is it they used to call it? The sticky, icky, no. The smelly, gooey, green shit. I don't know. One of my favorite albums from high school is Black Sunday by Cypress Hill. I wore out like 3 cassettes in my car alone. Such a great fucking album. What did Roe ever do to you? No. Again, I don't mean in like an angry, violent way. I just like boxing. I like throwing. I will admit that. I like using these, but not in anger. If it's just a friendly little thing. I mean, in high school and everything, it was different. You know, you had to posture up and stuff. And, you know, sometimes people from other cities would come in. So we did have that kind of thing going for us out here. But there's just something about throwing down with somebody, whether I get the best out of me or they get the best out of them or, you know, whatever. But I used to watch, like, you know, the old school boxing videos with kangaroos. And I've always just wanted to do that. As long as the kangaroo knew to give me a hug afterwards, whether he won or I won or whatever the fuck, you know? I don't want to harm animals. Absolutely not. I mean, Alucard, my ball python, he's in there and he's looking at me and he knows I would never hurt nobody. Alucard's pretty cool, though. He's pretty cool. I got to get him a rat soon. I presented him one on Thanksgiving and he didn't take it. So I think he's in his winter fast. And I just don't want him to not take it again because it gets expensive. Normally during the winters he does a winter fast and he tries to bromate. And once in a while he'll come out for enrichment. But every 2 weeks I still present him with food, regardless. I'll usually buy a smaller one. And if he takes it, then I'll thaw out another one and then give that to him so he gets what he needs. But I don't want to waste a fucking large rat if he's just going to fucking ignore it. But last winter, he ate all the way through. I'm sorry, last winter he didn't eat. But the beginning of this one, when it started getting cold, he usually stops right when summer's just about to end. And fall is like right on the edge. When you start getting a little bit of crisper air, somehow he knows it. Somehow he fucking knows it. And that's when he does his I'm not going to eat thing. But ball pythons are kind of like high maintenance women. And I mean that not in a sexist way. Like, he'll stub his fake toe and be mad about it and won't eat for like 4 months. They just have mood swings where they're just like, for no reason whatsoever, they're just like, I'm not going to eat. And he's gone up to like 6 months without eating at some point. But as long as you weigh them and make sure they're still within weight and everything and they don't look like they're sick, they can go a long time without any meals. A long time. So I don't get too nervous. I mean, after like a month or two, I start getting nervous. And I've never gotten to the point where I've had to force feed. I hate that. I've had snakes where I've had to, literally what you do is you get a smaller meal than they would normally eat, maybe about half the size. And in this case, I'd probably get a small rat instead of a large one. Whereas normally I get a medium in between, you know. And then you have to open his mouth, and what you do is you get the head past his throat and pray that natural instinct kicks in and he takes it in, you know. A lot of times when you have hatchlings, I think that's what they call them, there's a snake or two that has to take their first meal like that, but once they do it, they're all over it, you know. They love it. Anastasia is a great rock band. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. What is that? Avon State. How do you say that? Can you? Reefer. Yes, absolutely. Reefer Madness. What a great great movie. I'm pretty sure in Massachusetts there is no shortage of faces to punch. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's a lot of faces to punch. And you know what's really cool about the Boston type guys? I can't tell you how many times either I or one of my friends, like we would just they'd say something, you'd be like, shut the fuck up, and you'd hit them. And that's as far as it would go. You know, they knew it. They were like, oh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. And it was just, it wasn't a big deal. Violence wasn't a big deal unless you had to get violent. But let's not talk about that. We're not here to talk about violence. Although I do like using these. I'm not going to lie. Because I'm good at it. I like doing things I'm good at. You want me to play my guitar? Will Alucard eat dead rodents, or do they have to be live? No, I've always done frozen thawed with him. Because when I initially got him, it was for myself and one of my stepdaughters, who's now 17. She'll be 18 the coming spring, right around the time they graduate high school. But we've had him for about, 4 or 5 years now. And I you know what, even she had said, no, I really don't care to hear that, never mind watch it. And it's safer to not do that. If your snake will take frozen thaw, I highly recommend it, because in a lot of cases the rodents don't want to be eaten. So they'll fight back, and I don't want my snake to get fucking hurt. I know he still needs to eat, though, so it is what it is. Let me go grab him. Fuck it, we're talking about him. Let's go grab him. I don't know if he can hear his name and understand it, but I know when I walk over here, he comes up to the glass and asks to be held. All right, come here, buddy. The world wants to see you. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? All right, I'm going to put this back. Let me put this back. See, he's so chill, he doesn't even ball up when I pick him up. I mean, he's like this because that's how I held him. But if they were scared and timid, they would roll into, that's why they call ball pythons, literally a ball. And in some cases we call it, he's let me touch his head. Doesn't give a shit. People are like, oh my God, you have a snake? That's so scary. Yeah. I'd be more scared of somebody else's cat coming by and biting me. Huh, buddy? What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. This is Alucard. You want to go on my neck? All right, come here, buddy. Let's do the thing. Let's do the thing that people don't like. But yeah, Alucard's good people, man. I like Alucard. But no, frozen thaw. I'll always go with frozen thaw. I don't know if he has a killer instinct or not, but he probably does. I mean, he's a fucking snake, right? He's a fucking snake. Of course he would have a killer instinct. But he's chill. I mean, look at him. He's not even moving. His head is right there. Right there. I had one lady ask me if I had the venom removed from him. And I'm just like, ball pythons typically don't have venom, really. And she's like, all snakes have the venom. I'm like, not mine. Not any of the ones that have bitten me. When I was in Arizona, I had to deal with rattlers on the prison yard a few times. But I had like an 8-foot pole with like a cinch cord on it. I had this one dude that grew up in that area. It was called Buckeye. Literally the middle of fucking nowhere desert. Assed out, kind of a situation. And this guy would walk up to it and just grab it behind the head and hold the head down with his thumb. And the mouth would be right here. And he would do that with these. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? Are you out of your mind? But he'd been doing it since he was a kid. So, if he was on the yard, I'd be like, hey, go take care of this, my friend. His name was Dirch. His last name, Dyrcz. Dirch. Go get it, Dirch. Guess it's German. I don't know. I don't know how a German cat ended up in Buckeye, Arizona, but then again, I ended up there too. Season's greetings, Alucard, man. They're talking to you, dude. Long live Alucard. Oh, he'll live. He'll outlive me, I bet. I bet I'm lucky if I have another 20 years on this planet. And they last between 35 years or so, 30, 35 years. And he's only about 4, maybe 5 years old now. But, yeah, I mean, he'll just stay there. He'll get bored eventually and then try to slither away. If we had a better place, like my apartment when I was living in Arizona, I was able to snake proof it. And I had a couple of little places that he liked to, over by one of the heaters or by one of the windows, that he would kind of slither up on like a cat perch and just hang out there. And I'd be doing my own thing. And his tank was always open and there was a way to get up there. And when he got bored, he would just go back into his tank. But we don't have that guy anymore. And unfortunately, I had to leave him in Arizona. Snakes are pretty badass. There's a reptile pet store not too far from here. We had one called like Jabawa or some weird name like that in the town adjacent to us, but they closed like 2 months ago. That's where I used to get my rats. I would buy a big bag of them, like 10 at a time. Because not only did I get a really good deal from them, but I could trust, the feed. I don't know what the fuck PetSmart buys, but I have to go to fucking PetSmart now. Sucks, but they ended up closing. It's a bad situation, Just across what? Just across the trestle. I can barely see it. I'm sorry. Where your comment is where there's a big blob of resin from when I was mixing up. Probably the Thumb Buddies. They're still available. Link down below. There's a 20% off coupon. If you don't know about it yet, then fuck it. You don't deserve it. But yeah, snakes are pretty badass. I feel bad owning him. Because, I mean, think about it. It's not really a pet that's domesticated. They're just chill. They're just very chill animals. Ball pythons, anyway. Most pythons are. Unless you start talking about, like, the really big ones. But reticulated pythons, plenty of people have them for pets. But now you're talking about buying guinea pigs and rabbits as feed. Whereas, again, he could take a small rodent, a large one, but, I'm not buying him a fucking Brer Rabbit. I was trying to think of a bunny name. Bugs Bunny. He's tickling my neck now. But he's a good dude. I got into a thing with this one guy. There's Facebook groups of people who own, ball pythons, and a lot of them are new. And they're asking questions like that any pet store pamphlet will tell you before you even buy the fucking thing. And it really freaks me out that these people are buying these animals and that the general care knowledge isn't there. But in this case, there's a specific kind of blanket that if you put them down on, they can't move. Their body will do this, but they will never go forwards or backwards. And it puts them into a panic state. So, of course, there's a whole list of, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do that to your snake and all this. And one guy comes out, and he's like, oh, here comes all the Karens, right? And I noticed that his Facebook picture was Turning Point USA. And I was like, you know what, dude? You could be a douche all you want, but I would think that someone who follows Turning Point USA would be a good Christian. It would understand taking care of God's creatures is probably paramount, especially when we own a creature that technically shouldn't even be pets. And he just fucking went silent. He went dead silent on that one. I was like, that's right. I'll use your own shit against you. I mean, you could consider me on the writer side of things. I'm a moderate. I'm right in the middle, but I understand the philosophies of all that crap. But I saw that he was a Turning Point guy and just assumed that maybe he was a Christian. I'm a Christian. And because I own this creature doesn't mean I can be a douchebag to him, you know what I mean? I am volunteering to care for something that probably should not be, captive. even though he's probably bred in captivity, more than likely. But you still got to respect that aspect of owning an animal like this. It's not a typical pet. But I knew guys in Arizona that had like rare, like wicked venomous species. A buddy of mine had this one that was like a bright blue, and its eyes were like a blue. It was a scary looking, but it was a viper. And he was like, yeah, one kiss from this girl, and you're bleeding out of every orifice of your body. Because what it does is it goes into the bloodstream and destroys all coagulating properties and thins your blood to the point where even your pores are starting to bleed. Your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth, everything, your bum, whatever urethra you have, whether it's an innie or an outie, you're bleeding there too, buddy. Huh, Alucard, but you're not going to make me bleed, are you? In fact, he's never even attacked. He's never even postured in any kind of a defensive way. I think he bawled twice when we first got him. He was like only like this long. He was such a tiny little thing, and he would be like this little ball, just like I'd say somewhere between a golf ball and a baseball. It was cute, but they don't really learn trust or love or anything like that. But they can associate smells with I guess safety. So when he smells me in the room, a lot of times he'll come up to the glass because it seems like he enjoys being held. And maybe it's just more the warmth. Maybe it's getting out of the tank and having some enrichment. I mean, he's got a nice sized tank and he's got some stuff in there to fuck around with. But I mean, that's all there is in there. So he comes out here. There's new smells. They do like to explore. And unlike a lot of people, will say, he's not necessarily a climbing breed. But if you put stuff in there for him to climb on, he'll fucking do it. He'll wrap up and, really fun pets. Really fun pets. And if they feel like they're cold, like what he's doing right now, is he's basically taking his muscles and going on my wrist like this, like a massage. But what he's doing is he's trying to absorb the warmth of my body. He'll do that around my neck. Sometimes it gets a little too tight. But like in this case, it's like a nice massage, The only thing that's hindering it is I got my Jesus Christ bracelet that one of the girls made me out of like beads, letter beads. But you also want to make sure that both their body and their tail have some support, or else they start freaking out. But he's sniffing around. He's looking for something. He shouldn't be that hungry yet, but he's due. He's due for some num-nums here pretty soon. What are you doing? What are you doing, my man? I also think he has a slight neurological thing going on, because typically a lot of these, and we'll leave here with this in a few minutes, because I do have things I got to do. They do this thing called telescoping, where they'll just sit there. Most of their body will be in a circle, but like what you would consider the neck of their head would just go like this. He doesn't really do that. He does more of a this, and he's not doing. There's a neurological thing that some snakes get because of fucking breeding, called stargazing, where they have like this blank look in their face and they're just staring up, and you got to touch them to snap them out of it. He doesn't quite have that, but I think there's a little thing going on with them. But other than that, he's healthy, he's happy, and he enjoys us. And my lady refuses to hold him because she's a little girl. Let's see. Oh, the pet store is across the bridge that separates Everett. We have an Everett here, Everett, Massachusetts. Tough town. Back in the day, my homie had ball python. I rolled over to his house, and on my way over, a brown paper bag, with 2 mice in it from the reptile shop, live mice. I've fed live. In fact, for a while there, I bred rats. I had this one little bedroom apartment, and I ended up with a couple of rats as pets by people just leaving it. Like a friend of my girlfriend's brought them over and was like, I'll come get them later. I just need you to. And we were like, okay, fine. What do we feed it and all this crap? And they just never came back. And it turned out one of them was pregnant. And we knew a bunch of people that had snakes. So we were just like, look, pet or feed. I don't care. Animals have to eat. And at one point, I had 75 rats in my apartment, obviously contained, all the way from senior to pinkies. And I ended up doing it. I made a lot of money doing that, but I got tired of it. So I sold off all of them in one shot for like $200 to somebody. They got a smoking deal, and I'm sure they're still breeding to this day. Had a nice healthy. They were all Dumbos too with the big ears, cute little motherfuckers. I had one named Kerry King. I didn't name him, but he was a big fat bastard. He was like the king of the whole tank. He made sure everybody was. What? Was in line. He would like jump on my shoulder, and if he got out by accident, he knew we would be on the porch having a smoke. He would climb up the screen and scratch at it and be like, "Hey guys, I got free. Can you bring me back, please?" Really nice guy. DJ, what's going on, man? Yeah, dude, I love fucking stroking my snake. Are you kidding me? It's mine. I'll do what I want with it. Do an Alice Cooper thing. Actually, he had boa constrictors though. Those get big. I didn't want to get a boa. I had an opportunity to, but we were talking about you earlier, my man. We were talking about you earlier. You streamed yesterday and all that, and you know how we got to know each other and how much I care about you, dude. I'm glad that last night was your last Astro smashed. I don't want you to hurt yourself over something as stupid as super chats, you know. But you're a grown dude, and I know you can take care of yourself. I've just seen a lot of people fucked up on, you know, too much. And I was talking about our first experience meeting each other at the Boston event, and how when I first walked over to you guys, it was you, Saggy, and Panda Sub. And you all had that look on your face like, fuck, here comes this kid. And I know you keep telling me that wasn't the case, but your faces said it all, and I got it on video. So if you want to go back to the Boston event thing. But how it just turned out that you were just a fun dude to hang out with, and playing Astro Smash with you was awesome, and hanging out on your channel's awesome. And I was saying that your fucking heart is bigger than the majority of people's. I mean, you fucking fed everyone at that thing. But yeah. Definitely one of the dudes I care a great deal for, man. I still have those. You got to send me your address. I got those memory cards to send out to you, and I might throw a few extra little things in there for you, man. But that's why I had to end the show. 40 episodes is enough. Yeah, dude. I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that. Not that I don't care if you drink or not, but it does get excessive, and it's like you could hurt yourself, man. I've watched plenty of. I actually, no joke, I have the ability to open up my valve here. And there's a trick I used to do where I would just pour a glass of water in my throat, just literally go, and it would go into my stomach. And it would cause a little bit of pain because it would be too much at one time. But I did that with vodka once, and my heart stopped. Thank God my friends were quick on their feet. More times than not, we would have gone, oh, fuck, what do we do? Fuck it. We don't want to get in trouble, and we'd leave, and someone would probably die, you know? But my friends, they're like, dude, you were dead before you hit the ground. Your eyes just... I was like 15. They boom, boom. I mean, I don't think I was legally dead, but that, and I've seen other people getting hurt and shit, so I'm glad you're not doing that anymore, man. Yeah, I love you too, my man. I love you too. But, all right, Alucard needs to go back home. I think he's had too much excitement for the day. This is about as much excitement as they can handle. Right, buddy? Yeah. Oh, you're a good boy, huh? And we played a little bit of Phoenix. And I proved that I'm still not very good at it, so I'm going to have to practice, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon. Sorry that my voice is still all fucked up from not feeling well, but it is what it is. Violation, thank you again for the donation of 20 memberships to my channel. I genuinely appreciate you, man. And everyone else, Howard and Richie Skulls, and we had Potion Sword running here earlier. Alan, of course, is in here. Emma, I don't know if you're still in here. Thank you. And if I've missed anybody, let me scroll through here. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Bears fan, yep, Bears fan. How can I forget that, cat? Good people, good people. Everyone here is good people. I love you all. And wherever in the world you are, I hope you're all doing well. And until next time, take care. Creep it real. Let's all do the Alucard.